Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I will say off the top of this video, I don't really know what to show video wise because I've heard from about 6 people in the last 24 hours. Interesting enough, only 2 out of 6 of those people have talked to me before about complaints in the game. So the majority of people who have contacted me, whether it was via line or Twitter, etc., email, aren't usually the people that talk about bugs. In fact, a couple of them, 2 of them, said specifically that they've never really faced the bug issues that other people have faced. They haven't faced the incursion bugs. They haven't, for the most part, even seen dramatic evidence of the parry and dex issues, though they appreciate the compensation packages. Normally, I still think that the 2 things that affect everyone the most are the lag, but specifically the game crashing before the start of a fight or as the fight begins. I mean, I've heard that complaint more than anybody else. But these 6 people all told me about something that I don't have any control. Of course, I don't have control over anything, but any idea about, and that is the Season 28 Alliance War unique bug issues that are causing them such frustration and stress that they are at an all-time frustration high. Now, I haven't heard that these people are going to leave the game because of it, though that might be the case for some. But this specifically involves if you're fighting Terrax, that the rock field doesn't show that it's still active. You know, it's supposed to have expired, but when you hit into Terrax, you still get the armor breaks on you, and after just a couple of hits, you get knocked out. I've also heard from people who've said that when they go to Dex in Alliance War, their champion will just hold block. They won't dash back, and they'll hold block. And then obviously you're not only not dexing whatever you think you're dashing back from with the special, but you're holding block, so you're taking block damage. And then sometimes when you hold block, even if your finger is not on your phone or your tablet or whatever you're using, they're still holding block. So then what do you do, right? So Terrax bug, Dex bug. I haven't heard that much about parry. That's not to say it's not happening, but I'm just reporting to you what summoners have contacted me about directly. I don't know. All I know is that in terms of a 24-hour period, it's probably been about 2 years, since about 2019, that I've received this many different Alliance War complaints in a short amount of time from a variety of people across platforms. And none of these people know each other, so none of these people are getting together and colluding and being like, hey, let's flood Prof's inbox with bugs. It's just not the case. So sometimes if 1 or 2 people get to me, I know I've frustrated those people in the past because I just don't do a video on their complaints. Because if only 1 or 2 people have contacted me, I think it's an outlier. Maybe it's something going on with their phone. Maybe they're just in an unfortunate, bad, lucky break position. But if it's not happening to multiple people, it's not worth 5 minutes of your time. This, though, on the other hand, is worth 5 minutes of your time because it seems to have affected so many people across different tiers of Alliance War as well. So, really, to sum this up, Kabam can't put up enough Alliance War compensation fast enough because these summoners, some of which have never had to really use units or potions or revives, are now having to use units and potions and revives to clear their path because they don't want to cost their alliance a chance to win at their Alliance War. And so they want more pots and potions and revives and ideally units, though we won't see Kabam do that very often, if ever, as compensation because the game is broken. But on the other hand, I just kind of need to know, because this is one of those rare videos that I literally have nothing to contribute on my end because I don't run Alliance War. Have you seen any other bugs that are different than what you're used to seeing that have prevented you from either finishing fights off as smoothly or finishing fights off at all? Of course, you also have the Penny Parkers coming into the game, for those of you lucky enough to get her during the early access bundle, and then this Thursday in general in the main unit featured Cavalier Crystals. And I mentioned that because she seems to be a pretty pesky defender, especially on certain nodes. And so when the game is broken, and then at the same time you're fighting new defenders on pesky nodes for the first time, it's a recipe for stress and anxiety and burnout, which is all the things that I experienced years ago before. I never had to fight Terrax in war. Shoot, I don't even think I ever had to fight Korg in war. Like, I was that fast to quit when my alliance gave me the option, and I have not looked back and never will do it again. If my alliance said today, you're doing alliance war or we're kicking you, I would say it's been a great ride, deuces, because that's how much I hate alliance war. All right, well, please use this video as a forum for war bugs. And who knows, maybe you're encountering no bugs and this is the best alliance wars ever run for you. I like to hear that perspective too. I don't want it to just be one-sided. But I know I'm making this video because 6 different people contacted me since I went to bed last night. So I say 24 hours, but it's really 12 hours. And told me their headaches and frustrations, particularly with Terrax and Dexterity. But that is just scratching the surface of the reports. Have a great rest of your Sunday, YouTube. Thanks for clicking on this video and supporting my channel.